Hello, welcome back to Saturdays at Derek's. I'm Mike.
And I'm awesome.
He is. So, what have we got to BS about this week?
Well, apparently, Benicio Del Toro is in talks with Disney/Lucasfilm to play the villain in Episode 8.
Which is cool. I really like Benicio Del Toro. You know, he does a lot of great work.
He's going to die.
Well, yeah, but he's good at it.
Or at least have his lab exploded.
You know, well, I don't know. For years, I made the joke that directors just love to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Because he's gotten offed in a lot of shit. I think the first thing I remember seeing him in where he didn't, like, outright die was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
No, yeah. But yeah. I like him. He can be a little bit animated.
Hammy?
Yeah. At times. But I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing for a Star Wars film.
No. I think he'll do well, you know. Looking forward to it. And I think some of his hamminess kind of, you know, stems from the characters that he's given. Because, like, he didn't really do it in The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, no.
You know, but as the collector, but the character they gave him seems kind of hammy, so.
Mm-hmm. And he does portray menacing well.
Yeah.
He's got the heavy eyelids and the kind of.
Like the werewolf flick that I don't remember the name of.
Oh God, yeah, the Wolfman.
Yeah.
The remake of the 1960s Wolfman.
Yeah.
The god awful stinker of a film.
Yes. But
great talent.
He did menace well in that. I mean,
also in Sin City. I thought he played the corrupt cop really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean it's pretty exciting. I don't agree that Star Wars films should be trying to completely go with unknown actors. So it's kind of good having some known actors in there.
Yeah. No, as long as it doesn't get silly. I mean, you know.
But yeah. On the other side of things, there's been some unfortunate news. Further corruption of our views of our heroes in the 1980s. Oh,
Hulk Hogan got fired.
Yeah,
the Hulkster got fired for being a racist. He
got erased for being a racist.
Yes, Vince McMahon erased him from all records of the World Wrestling Entertainment, which is not entirely surprising. They wouldn't acknowledge Randy Savage for a really, really, really long time because of something that had happened in like the late 80s, early 90s. But it
got busted with blow or something?
No. Actually, there's wrestlers that have been busted with drugs before, and you know, there's just this contrite sorry about that, and they keep working. No, it's I don't know if anybody's ever specifically said, but Savage, it sounds like he tried to nail Stephanie when she was underage.
Oh, well.
That's a rumor. That's not necessarily true, but that is kind of the story that goes around, and that Vince McMahon was so enraged about the whole thing, and understandably so, that Savage got fired and erased and was not acknowledged by the World Wrestling Entertainment for a long time. They didn't talk about it until that motherfucker was dead.
He wanted to show her his ooh yeah face.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Hogan. I mean, it's not surprising, and it's surprising. Apparently Hogan said something to the effect that he didn't want his daughter dating a black guy, except maybe a basketball player, which I can get that's a racist statement. Now, on the other side of it,
Well, it's not just this that he used, but it's the terminology he used as well.
yeah. Well, I'm not going to go quite to that
Yeah.
place because I don't need the angry negative comments.
Well, yeah, but no, he used derogatory words.
He did. Now, on the other side of that, I would gather that it was something that was said in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
That it's more of something that he was angry because, by all accounts, backstage he's completely cool with everybody, and that Hogan does not, at least overtly, act like a racist. I think Tiny Lister Zeus actually said that Hogan had done the most to help his career. Of anyone
and
he had ever met.
actually remained really good friends.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's not like the Mel Gibson where he's constantly going on tirades about how much he hates other people.
Yeah,
it seems like it's a fairly isolated incident. He didn't try and cover it up.
No, he actually came out and copped to it.
I said stupid shit. I apologize. I just, it's not how I really am.
Right. Now, to the rather galling hypocrisy of the whole thing, the WWE statement was, WWE is committed to embracing and celebrating individuals from all backgrounds as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide. Now, the problem that I have with that is we need to roll the clock back really fucking far to like when Vince McMahon Jr. bought the company from his dad in like I want to say 1980. From 1980 on, you have there's never been a black world champion. You might have an argument in The Rock, who's half black, half Samoan, but there has never been overtly a black world champion. They have used racism in storylines. They have, I swear, almost gone out of their way to reinforce stereotypes, and not just black, but Mexican, homosexuals. It's anytime you got a gay character come up, somehow he's a villain.
Yeah.
If you know it, the Guerrero family, their gimmick for several years was we lie, we cheat, we steal. And they would come out in lowriders bouncing down to the fucking ring. I mean, there's a little bit of inherent racism in there. Ron Simmons, who's a very accomplished athlete and excellent wrestler, he came into the company. They changed his name to Farouk, and he was in charge of a black supremacist group. And then after he retired, his entire job was to run around after some kind of skit had happened and just walk up to the camera and be like, damn. That's it. That was his job. Was to be a fucking cliche. So for the WWE to come out, and that's just scratching the surface, by the way.
That's not even covering the 80s stuff when we had the nationalism and the
the Bolsheviks, the fucking bad guy Canadians, the white trash prisoner characters, the white trash prison guard character who indiscriminately beat the fucking shit out of people. You know, that company has been fueled by stereotypes for like 40 fucking years, man. Okay, I'm exaggerating. But the point is that's a lot of what they go on. You remember Kamala, the Ugandan giant? Yeah, dude wasn't from Uganda. He was from like Mississippi.
Yeah.
But you know, but to them, it all falls under this umbrella of creativity and being tongue-in-cheek.
It's been called, I saw somebody describe it earlier, I was watching videos on this, and somebody described WWE as reality TV before there was reality TV. Yeah.
And there's been a tendency to let that shit go because it is supposed to be gimmickry. It's supposed to be pageantry. It's supposed to be silly. But for the I can let that go. If the performer's fine with being that character, then who am I to say I'm not gonna watch this form of entertainment that I admittedly enjoy just because it may be offensive. I mean, there's such a thing as going too far. I mean,
I think a lot of that though is also it's not hate driven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it is to a certain degree kind of perpetuating ignorance.
Yeah.
Especially
with the people that they tend to play to.
Well, yeah.
Who are fairly ignorant to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
It galls me that the WWE comes out and tries to, act all innocent and angelic when there's, they've got a long and storied history of, perpetuating stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that hypocrisy is asinine to me.
And a lot of the black people that Hulk Hogan has worked with, beyond Tiny Lister, have come out and said, look, this is the Hulk Hogan we know.
Yeah.
And of course he's not going to act racist in front of other people that he associates with who are of color. But his actions have spoken louder than his words over the last
Right. And it's a singular
years.
Incident.
Yeah.
And again, I really feel an incident that was just in a moment of anger.
Mm-hmm.
And he just let his temper and his mouth get away from him.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah. I mean, even I've said stupid shit to people.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not a huge fan of Hulk Hogan. I mean, this isn't like fanboy defense. This is just trying to reasonably look at the entire situation. And, if people who know him say that that's not the guy he is, we should give him the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the guy can't sell worth of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan.
Right, and I think it's gone as far as it really ought to, as far as Hogan goes. I mean, he came out, he admitted that he was wrong and it was a stupid thing to say, and he apologized, and that should be the end of it. I really think World Wrestling Entertainment is severely overreacted.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, if you get an opportunity, go out and hug and help one another so that we're not continuing to go on destructive routes.
Right.
And ruining careers.
Yeah, so smoke some weed, make some tie-dye t-shirts.
Put
a flower in a gun barrel.
Sing Kumbaya.
Maybe dance around in the mud for a while or something. And don't take the brown acid.
Yeah.
But I think that's about all we've really got for this week. So, thanks for coming by. Check out our new series of trailer reaction videos.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of those. I'm also going to put out a whole bunch of top 10 lists because I've been slacking. So I'm going to try and get a whole bunch out all at once.
All right. I don't think it's that important. I mean, people understand. Real life gets in the way. But anyway, we're out of here. Have a good week.
Toodles.